All right, we are live. Welcome back to the Joyful Finding Show. Happy Earth Day. Happy full new moon, not full new moon. And thank you. It's April 22nd, 2020. And I'm so glad you guys could join me today. We're checking out this new format. Let me know how you guys like it. If you guys are joining me and you guys have any questions, make sure to drop them in the little chat box there so we can have a little chit chat and I can find out what's going on in your world. I'm so excited that you guys could be here, and it's really an exciting time to be alive. I know there's a lot of things going on around us, that are affecting our lives and stuff. But if we actually go inside into our real home, into our heart, soul center, right, we start to connect in more. There's a lot of connecting going on. And this is helping to shift a lot of this through this great awakening, helping us to wake up and see more of our truth, understand more of the truth, connect the dots, all that fun stuff. So what is shaking out there in isolation land? Florida is going to open up starting next week. We're going to be doing our soft opening. We'll call it a soft opening. Our beaches are going to open and people can get back out there and walk on the beach and bicycle on the beach or whatever, which will be kind of nice. As you guys know, I've been isolated since the middle of March. As soon as the kids went on their spring break. So it's been a while. So it'll be nice to be able to get out and walk the beach again, even with my children, whether they want to go or not. I need to go. I need to touch the water. I've been feeling like I need to touch the water. And it's funny because I was like, what am I going to talk about today? It's Earth Day and all that fun stuff, So it's like with it being Earth Day, they showed me water, right? They showed me the water. So they want me to get near the water. So I don't know how I will get near the water, but I'm sending love to the water anyways. And I'm always sending love to the earth anyways, the trees, the birds, everybody, every person, being connected with everything. So yay. So what have you guys all right, so whoever is connecting in, I know there's people out there watching, I can feel it, but whoever is not speaking your truth, I feel like there's a lot of truth that needs to come out. Whether you need to speak it to yourself or to those around you, it's time for that truth to really come up and out of you. I feel like this is going to help a lot of people. I feel like this is going to help clear up a lot of the miscommunication that might be going on, because I feel like there's some of that going on out there too. So with all that going on, it's like you standing in your truth, it's standing in your power, it's standing in your true identity. I know a lot of you are still trying to figure that out as we get rid of a lot of thoughts and beliefs that are no longer serving us, and really making that connection with God. I really feel like that connection with God is really like really strengthening. They're showing me like really strengthening, you know what I mean? So it's like your connection to God, your God self, your infinite self, your soul self, that resides right here. And as I'm doing that, I can feel that in my heart chakra. So that's way cool. So again, clearing the throat chakra. They have me keep doing that. I'm going to have a little drink of water here and see if that doesn't help. And here, see, it's like love my earth cup today. Love the earth. Love the earth for Earth Day and every day, right? Okay, so clearing the throat chakra, right? And maybe that's why I had to wear blue today. And maybe that's why I was talking about water, right? These things are all blue, or we perceive them as blue. So it's like our throat chakra, or clearing our throat chakra. That's why I'm wearing my blue shirt. That's why we're going to talk about water. Water is also emotions, right? I feel like there's a lot of emotions coming up through this quarantine, this time that we've had in isolation. So this is bringing up a lot of feelings about being stuck home or maybe not being stuck home. However, it's affecting you. It's affecting everybody differently. But we're all helping to raise the vibration by everything that we're going through right now. So each one of us asked to be here in this time to help change, right? We're here doing God's work. How many of you feel like you're doing your purpose? I feel like I'm truly stepping into my purpose. I feel like I'm here to encourage, to empower, to strengthen. I don't even know if that's a word, but to empower you guys to move forward in being the best person that you can be. And by doing that is going into your soul self, connecting in with your heart center, connecting in with your true self, and really doing what you feel is right? I feel like there's a lot of this going on right now. There is this disconnect, right? Okay. And it's like, you have your heart chakra, right? And your heart and your soul and your intuition is telling you one thing, right? And it feels right. and you're really trusting that. And then all of a sudden up here, your brain is telling you to think something else, or this is the way you've always done it. And they're in this argument. There's this fight going on between your brain and your heart. I want you just to set your brain aside for a second, because that's all belief patterns that have been imprinted, or whatever might have happened, any, some kind of belief system that's instilled there. Just set that aside for a minute. Just separate yourself from it. And as I do that, I can feel like everyone's third eye is opening up. So everybody, I want you to do this, because energetically we can do this. Just remove whatever that is and just set it over to the side. I've opened up a little recycle bin over there energetically to help release that. Hi, Maureen. And hi, Sandy. Thank you guys for joining me today. This is awesome. I'm glad you guys could be here. If you guys have questions, make sure you drop them in your little comment boxes there, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. There's a lot of things taking place right now energetically. I have people that are going through still ascension systems. Maybe they're sweating through the night. Maybe they're not able to sleep through the night. There's just so many things taking place on so many different levels. You're feeling maybe things changing in your body. You're hearing high-pitched sounds in your ears. I had one the other day that actually made me squint and go, oh. It was very painful, but I knew I needed it, because as soon as it released, it opened right back up. So we're feeling a lot of different things in our body. We're going through a lot of transitions now in between. And I'll be bringing that up in a little bit. I posted this beautiful picture of Earth kind of splitting the other day. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. I haven't figured out how to screen share yet, but I'll figure that out. They say that's better when it's 2 screens. I don't have that yet. So we'll figure all that out. But anyways, we're going to have a lot of fun here on this show today. And thank you, Annette. Thank you for joining us too. And hi, Brittany. Thank you. And happy Earth Day to you too. I'm so glad that you guys could join me today. As I said, the energy is starting to shift and move, right? And yes, and the third eye. So yes, try it. Third eye, try. Just remove whatever blockage might be there. Even if you don't think it's a blockage, just, energetically move it. It's like we have to, just like that throat chakra, energetically remove whatever that is someone's got out there not speaking their truth or standing in their truth, whatever it might be. But there's a lot of things that are starting to shift and change here. And there's just like this amazing time to be alive, right? It may not always feel like it, but we are starting to make the adjustments. Each one of you that are watching today are definitely light workers, light warriors, illuminators. There's so many other words I could use, but you guys are going to be the way showers through this fog, because right now I'm calling this a fog that we're in, because people are having a hard time seeing what's on the other side of this. Does it go back to normal, or does it go back to whatever you created to go back into? And I'm going to go with the latter, and it's going to be whatever you create it to be. So it's very important that you guys start paying attention to the thoughts that you're keeping in your mind, the things that you want to happen in your future. This is so amazing that you guys get to choose this time, right? No one else gets to dictate, right? No one else has your reins. It's time for you just to take the dive off the deep end, that cliff, and know that your wings work. Have faith in everything that you're doing. Get out of fear mode, because if you're still in fear, you guys have to get out of it. I'm telling you right now, as soon as you let go of fear, God has got your back. And I have goosebumps as I tell you that. Okay. So God has got your back if you give up fear. And this is an amazing thing, because this is a time that we are all here doing God's work, right? We're all connected to the divine. We're all connected to source, and we're all standing here on earth. And I have goosebumps. So I want you guys to feel this energy, that you guys are a part of this movement right now to better the earth in what we desire. We desire more love. We desire more freedom. We desire. And now we get to create that, because we are the master creators. You are each the master creator in your own bubble, right? So now in that bubble, what are you creating? And speaking of that bubble, I got a couple pictures that I got to show you guys today, because I created my first meme. You guys will be so happy. Which is kind of funny, because I never thought I'd want to design a meme. But I want to thank each and every one of you that are popping up over here. That's awesome. Kavita, welcome. Let's see, Linnell's here. Amanda, woohoo! Thank you, Amanda. No, there is no Crowdcast link anymore. You have to go on by Facebook or through YouTube right now. That's the best way to connect in with the live. We've changed formats. As you can see, the picture may be clearer for you. At least that's what I've noticed. It's a little bit easier for all of us, and it combines all the chat into one. So now Tiffany doesn't have to grab chat from Facebook and from YouTube and put it into Crowdcast for me to see. It just makes it easier for everybody. So again, if you guys have any questions, make sure you drop them down there in that little chat box. Okay, so my first one I'm going to show you is this one. Okay, how many of you guys, let's see if you can see that. Can you feel this? You see the energy around the people? This is you. Okay, that's the bubble I kind of talk about. Okay, so we are in that little bubble and we are starting to create. And we are creating within our little bubble, right? And we are able to maneuver energy around as we want, because everything is energy. It does not become a thing without our thoughts first, right? So this is why it's so important to keep your thoughts positive and what you are creating for your future, okay? Now, I know there's a lot of people that don't want to go back to work when work is time to go back, right? We don't want to. Well, there's some people that just don't want to. Well, what do you want to do with your life if you don't go back to work? What is it that you have passion about that you would desire to go back to work to do it? Because that's what you're supposed to be planning right now. This is what you're supposed to be thinking about. This is, I saw a little thinking cap get put on. So this is what you guys are supposed to be thinking about. So as you create out of your own brain and out of your own mind and in your own bubble, and this is your protective bubble too, right? Because that keeps all negativity out. No one that doesn't have your best interest involved, that energy is not allowed in your bubble because that's what you choose. So it's like there's so many things that are starting to shift and change, and you guys are in control. I'm like giving you guys the steering wheel and be like, all right, where do you want to take this? Because it can be one of two ways, right? You can pick, and I'll show you the next picture next, because that will help you decide if you want to take the hard road, which I know most of my listeners right now do not, but we all know people that are. And then there's the high road. We want to take the happy road, the knowledge road. We want that connection, right? We want to have that full connection with God and our higher selves. So with that, what are you creating? Because it's now time for you to be that master creator. I've been talking about this all year, right? Since 2020 started, it's about clear vision, right? And that clear vision has to be your vision. It has to be your clear vision of what you're creating for yourself. That's what's most important right now. So fantastic. This makes me so excited. You have no idea. Woo-hoo. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Let me see if you guys have any questions before I go on to the next little thing. This is kind of cool that I can do this. Woohoo! Annette says you look so glamour. Woohoo! I don't know. Let's see. Any questions? Well said about the fog. Yeah, there's lots of things taking place right now. So Kavita has a question at the bottom. Thank you all for your beautiful comments. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for being a part of this time right now, that everything that we're going through, because we were here to create this change, to make Earth better, to make ourselves better. And again, they're giving me goosebumps as I tell you that. So you need to feel this information. You need to feel this energy vibration that's flowing through me to you to help you move forward. So Kavita says, hi, Melissa, would love any messages. Oh, that works. From my angels about my love life. Thank you. Kavita, I feel like summertime is your time for love. I feel like summer. Okay. So I feel like after June, because summer doesn't start till like June 20th, 21st, whenever it starts this year. It always seems to fluctuate a day on me these days. But I feel like there's this, okay. Not only for you, Kavita, because I feel like this is helping you open up your heart as I talk about this, but I feel like there's others that are watching also that are having this opening, right? This opening to connect in with that right relationship, right? Because we've always, if you notice, we all have patterns of bad relationships and we kept choosing the same pattern. We're like, oh, this will be different, but the same. But it's like now we're starting to recognize what those patterns were. You've put out the list of what you would like to have out there. And now the universe is going to provide that to you. So now it's about patience. It's also about getting our lives back into some kind of norm. I'm not sure what that is yet, but they're showing me that that will be coming for you in your near future. So be on the lookout for love this summer. And I feel like summer is going to be a hot time for love. Yeah, that would be helpful. If they're more specific, that would be helpful too. I appreciate that, Goldylocks, Tiffany. So anyways, with everything, I feel like love is that people are going to end up finding their divine loves this year, right? Because you guys have been doing all the hard work. You've gone through all the crap already. And now it's time for you to go, all right, I deserve more, right? You're telling the universe, you're telling God, you're telling yourself that you finally deserve more. So now you're going to start getting what it is that you deserve. So this is fantastic. Okay. Fantastic. Because now it's like you are the master creator. So create happiness, create joy, create all those loving things that you desire to have in your life, because now is the time for you to do that. Woohoo! So what else is shaking with you guys out there? Sarah says, would love a message, please, and thank you. All right, let's see what I got for you, Sarah. Sarah. All right. So anyways, Sarah, you need to be doing more of this work. You're getting a lot of information. You're not allowing yourself to intake the information. They show me there's this little whirlwind going on in your crown chakra a little bit about connection. So then just allow that connection to open. Allow that to go further than your crown. I feel like you got to bring it all the way down, and they show it to me as a spiral. As you can see, I can't stop doing the spiral. So allow the spiral of that energy to flow through you, because it's time for you to open completely and stand in your power. So I believe this is going to truly help you. So that would be my message for you today, Sarah. I hope that was helpful. I love when they do all this spiraling energy and stuff, because it's just crazy. Woo! Just woo! It's almost like little streamers coming down. Like there's a little party going on the other side. There's like all these little streamers like floating to earth is what they're showing me right now. So this is showing me that you guys are definitely making more connections now to your higher selves, and woo. Okay, so you guys are making more connections. Okay, so I see let's see what I got here. Jules, can I ask about my divine love relationship coming, please? Sure you can. Let's see, Jules. Okay. Jules, I feel like for you, there's like this the best way, thank you. The best way for me to describe that is kind of like this this back and forth flow you have going on about finding this relationship. Okay. So it's like, I feel like you're in communication telepathically with this divine love, but you guys haven't actually met in physical yet. So keep talking in your minds, because I feel like that's going to help draw you guys closer, if that makes any sense to you. Because I feel like you're not far apart in space. But it's energetic. You need to start talking to each other, if that makes sense to you. That's all they're showing me about that, because you want to call in and talk to that divine. And I actually know a lot of people that are actually doing this right now. They're having the conversations with their divine other, and they're still going through whatever they need to clean up before the relationship should come together. So tap in, find out what they have going on. You know what I mean? And then you'll be able to move from there. And just be patient, because patience is the hard one. I know a lot of people don't like that word, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Jules. So I hope that was helpful. And the next message is from Kathy. Any messages from Spirit for me? All right, Kathy. Let's see what we got here for you. Kathy, take a deep breath. Thank you. All right. So when I get into your energy, Kathy, you're a little guarded, okay, which is not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing, but you need to know who or what you're guarding against. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is about this protective bubble that I like to talk about. Is I call it my pink translucent bubble. I look like Glenda the Good Witch in the Wizard of Oz. It allows only positivity in. We can see negativity on the outside of a bubble, but it's not allowed on the inside. And that just allows that even flow, because our higher self knows that we're protecting ourselves energetically now. So I feel like that's important. Okay, so let's start with that, because now I feel like you're clearing. All right, this is Kathy. I feel like you're cleaning house, okay? Not just like your physical house, but I feel like you're cleaning out, you know, the attic upstairs, they're showing me cobwebs getting cleaned up and stuff. So they show me that things are getting released for you. And this is helping open things up for you to see the truth, because they showed me as like I almost feel like it's like an elevator door or something, because it's sliding open, but I feel like this is going to help you make that connection a little bit more. So once you make that connection more and you start trusting your connection, because I get sometimes you don't trust yourself, you need to start trusting yourself. So please open and allow yourself to trust yourself. And when it feels good here, when you can totally have it resonate in your heart chakra, this is totally your truth. So your truth. So your truth. So just be there. Okay. Be in your truth. I'm getting that's going to help you move forward. So I hope that was helpful, Kathy. All right. So I see Annette has the next one. We'll wait for that to pop up there. All right. So Annette says, what's wrong with me today? I can't even get dressed. All right, Annette. Don't. You're always go, 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 go. Universe says stop. Chill. Rest. Relax. Recharge. Be yourself. It's okay. Okay. So with that, okay, because here's the thing. I have clients that are being kept up all night right now. Like I said earlier, they're being kept up. They're having night sweats. Okay. They're not able to stay asleep all night. There's a lot of different things. So if you're feeling tired, your body and your guides are telling you it is time to rest now. So please allow yourself to get the rest you need. You do not have to get up and make dinner today. You do not have to make the kids lunch. They are grown. They can take care of themselves. You just take care of you today, Annette. Go get in the bathtub, chill out, lay on the couch, Netflix it, whatever. They just want you to chill today. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, Annette. All right, Dr. Rosemary Fernandez, my buddy. Looking good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Karen Lynn, work or love thoughts? Okay, so is that a question? I'm guessing. Okay, so I feel like you're kind of all right, Karen, this is for you. Work or love thoughts. This is what I get. For you, it's like there's this you have two compartments, right? You have a work compartment and then you have a love compartment. I'm getting that you need to combine all compartments, whatever this means for you. But I'm feeling that you need to find a balance. They're showing me a balance within these two things. So now it's time for you to find balance between work, love, life, fun, all those things, because I feel like you work a lot, like you're a workaholic a little bit, and they want you to just to chill out. Okay. So they just want you to chill out. Okay. So I'm going to leave that with you because I feel like that's what they have to say to you today. So I hope that was helpful. Okay. So let me see here. You're welcome, Annette. Question. Okay, so Linnell, how is Stella doing now that she's finally crossed that rainbow bridge? Okay, let's find out. Oh, jumping for joy. You know, it's like bing, 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 bing. There's just very much excitement going on over there. It's just like happy, free. You know, it's kind of like us on a spring day when we finally get out of our house and being locked in from winter or whatever. It's like freedom. There's freedom. There's lots of freedom. So Stella is having a lot of freedom right now and enjoying every bit of it. Every bit of it. So I'm glad that. And Rosemary, Dr. Rosemary, my buddy here, so many options for the new timeline. Yes. Okay. Yes, there is. Now, let's talk about that for a minute. So that's a perfect thing to bring up. That's a perfect talking point. Okay. Because you get to choose your timeline. Okay. And you can choose good timelines, or you can choose bad timelines, or you can choose easy timelines, or you can choose hard timelines. So again, this is going to be your choice, right? And this is going to bring me to that other picture that I was talking about earlier, about splitting the earth. Okay, so now I want you guys to take a look at this for a second, okay? I'm not sure how well you can read it, but I want you guys to get the visual, okay? And then I'm going to talk about it a little bit. I'm going to keep it right here so I can see it. Okay, so this is what I was talking about in my class the other night also, okay? So here we are, the earth is down here at my elbows, right? We have two choices, right? Okay. And the first choice is we can live in the matrix or we can be awake, right? And most everybody here that's watching me right now is awake and choosing not to live in the matrix, right? And then the next little world that we can choose from is we can choose ignorance, right? And not pay attention to what's going on, or we can choose knowledge, right? We can choose to pay attention to what's going on and use that knowledge to our benefit, right? To move forward. Okay. And then our next step up is that, okay, are you still living in lack? Do you still have fear that you don't have enough? Or are you over here on the other side and going, I have the abundance, I'm abundant, and everything is happening for me, right? And then just above abundance is the 5D earth where we are in love and peace, right? That's the timeline I would like to go to. And then the other side is suffering and war. This is with the timeline we've already been in. Okay. This is the timeline we've already been living in. Okay. I say that we break over into the awakening, the knowledge, the abundance, and the peace and the love. Okay. Now this is where I come from. This is where I bring balance. And this is where we have choices, right? Because it's in our brain what we're choosing. So now it's your perfect choice to choose which one it is that you really want to have in your life. And I choose the better one, of course, right? Because that's why we're here to make that difference, right? So now with all of that, it's what are you choosing for yourself, right? It's time for you to definitely choose. Okay, again, grabbing my throat chakra. So someone out there needs to speak their truth. I'll find one of you, or one of you may be actually listening. Let's see. I have Ruth. All right, Ruth. All right, you're next. Any messages from Spirit for me today, please? And thank you. Okay, so let me tap into your energy there for a minute, Ruth. Okay, so for Ruth, it's funny because as soon as I closed my eyes and I could hear, I heard a little bird chirping off in the background. So with that little bird chirping at me just now, it's time for you to start listening to your inner self because I feel like they do sound like little chirps. I'm also getting that you need to pay attention to the birds and the animals that are showing up in your life because I feel like this is very significant for you. And if you have to look them up, I just Google whatever animal it is and the spiritual meaning of it. If I don't know already, this helps you gain knowledge about what's showing up in your life. Also helping open doors. So I feel like you're going to be opening doors. So have fun opening those new doors, Ruth, because I feel like I feel like I'm on The Price is Right or something when you had those 3 doors. Who had the 3 doors? I don't know. Some game show had 3 doors you had to choose from. I feel like you have 3 new opportunities that are coming your way. And there's good behind every door. It's just you choose which one you have most passion about. And I feel like that's most important for you today. So I hope that was helpful, Ruth. Ooh, Kathy. Hi, Melissa. I've been feeling something when I'm sleeping. I think it's my, oh, not you too. I think it's my dog laying on my legs, around my feet, and on like an arm and my leg. I move and it's gone. Who is this and why? All right. Apparently there's a lot of visitors at night lately. How many? Okay. Raise the hands. How many other people are having visitors at night? I just had a client last night. I had the same thing. Okay, so let me see. Kathy. All right, Kathy, this is your dog showing up. They want you to not be afraid. This is also, your dog likes to hang out, and this was where it liked to sleep at night anyway. So even though they're across the veil, right, it's only like this far. It's not far. It's like we're in the same thing. That's why when we can see things, right? It's right there. It's right there. We just have to open it up and see it. So I feel like this is your little doggy showing up to hang out with you and just give you love. So don't be afraid of it. I don't feel like you have anything to be fearful. We've already talked about these things, so I can, it's all good. I'm getting it's all good. And I also feel like you'll be getting a new dog in the future after you settle into your new space. I don't feel like it's going to be a puppy. I feel like it's going to be a rescue. So I'm just going to leave that out there for you. So no worries. I hope that was helpful for you, Kathy. I'm so excited. You guys have brought so much energy. I feel like I'm starting to float. So if you guys start to see me start to levitate, actually the light's flickering here, so I hope you guys saw that too. So the energy's starting to shift, and I have to plug myself in now because, just talking to you guys, I can drain my battery in an hour, and that doesn't happen when I do normal stuff. So it's funny because the energy is changing. Everything is changing. There's so much changing. It's amazing. All right, let's see what we have going on here. Let's see. Oh yeah, sleeping through the night. I've heard of that. Yes. So there's some of that going on. Hi, Sherry. Glad you could join us too. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, honey? Melissa, any idea what to do next in my life? Girl, what else do you want to do? What else do you have passion about? I know you're passionate about your nails and doing it organically. Where do you want to do that? How do you see yourself moving forward with that? Or do you see yourself growing outside of that? Because you're a child of love and God, and you just spread happiness wherever you go. So whatever you decide that you want to do, now's the time to decide when you want to do that, right? I feel like you have the world at your fingertips, which is funny because you do nails. They like to be funny sometimes too, you know. So I feel like, what else do you want to do? I feel like your heart is starting to expand more. So I feel like there's more love seeping in and seeping out. I feel like there's this beautiful flow going on for you. So it's like you're starting to really open up, but I feel like you have a little bit of fear about what the future should look like or what you want it to look like. I say kick that to the curb and just make it whatever you want it to be, because now is the time to make that happen. There's nothing that can hold us back now except ourselves. Okay. And it's going to be what we think. It's going to be what we feel. And now it's time for you to be in connection with your higher self 24/7. Okay. Because that makes us feel happy. So I hope that was helpful, Sherry. It's funny. I was just asking, I was like, man, I could really use a pedicure and a manicure one day. And I don't normally do that. But you know, now that we can, I want to, right? So business will pick up for you once people can, get back into your salon days or wherever you're at these days. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Where was I? I just saw something from Champagne. Where'd that go? Things are bobbing. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Would love anything that comes through for me, please, and thank you. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting for you is you need to step into your light. You need to, like, I feel like you're wearing this, I feel like it's almost like an invisibility cloak. You know what I mean? Like you try to be invisible or something. It's time for you to take that off. It's time for you to show yourself. It's time for you to expand in your light. And also time for you to speak your truth, because I feel a little bit of fogginess there. So I feel like you need to open that up. I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to start to change for you in the future. I also feel like you're dropping people like a hot potato, like the people that are being negative in your life. You're just like, I can't do this anymore. I don't need that in my life anymore. I'm just getting rid of it. So I feel like you have that going on right now. So I feel like there's a lot of shift and change going on in your life. And there's also like this bright light inside of you. I also feel like you're a healer of some sort. I don't know if you've ventured down that road of energy healing and stuff like that yet, but I feel like when I say that, there's kind of a block here, but I feel like getting past that is going to help blow that open. So if you just recently went through something that was a little traumatic, just know that it had to happen so that you can move forward, because I feel like that's going to help open up your heart chakra too. I feel like there's a lot of movement for you. So whatever it is that you're dreaming about, make it happen. And now is the time. Now is the time. And I also see like, it's funny. I see you have all these emojis now in it too. It's like, yay, you know, it's like you were showing me the hands too. So the hands, right? The hands are the energy. So they want you to start using your hands and start using your energy. So woo, I'm going to leave that with you. So I hope that was helpful there. Woo-hoo. Okay. So let's see. Wow. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Hi, Melissa. Any messages for me? Sure, Wendy. Let me tap in for you, honey. Wendy. I feel like someone wants to talk to you from the other side, or someone that's been trying to talk to you because they're like, Wendy. So Wendy, then you need to open up your ears a little bit and start to listen, because I feel like there was someone new. I feel like you already connect. I feel like you already talk, but I feel like this is someone new, another higher vibration. I feel like you're ready to step up a notch. I feel like there's like an expansion that's ready to take place. I almost feel like I'm jumping there. You see me? I feel like I'm jumping there. So I feel like you're ready to jump to the next level. So don't hold yourself back. Whatever weights you might have left holding you back, just cut the little things and just let yourself go, because I feel like you're going to be like the little Jack in the Box. The pressure is so deep and it's time for you to go. Now it's time for you to have fun with that. And I feel like there's this I don't even know how to describe this yet, but there's this uproar going up inside of you. I feel like there's this new energy flow. I feel like the blockages that you've had are also being removed too, because I feel like there were some energy blockages and you've recognized them or released them, or now finally acknowledge them to release them. And I feel like you just are ready to be on fire. Like you're ready just to like go, 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 go. So don't let others hold you back, because there's nothing to stop you. There's nothing that can stop you now unless you allow it. So don't allow it. So I'm going to leave that with you there. Wendy. All right. Let's see. All right, Sandy, do you have any messages from Spirit for me, please? And thank you. Well, sure, Sandy. I'll tap in there for you. See what we got. Sandy. Sometimes it helps. I want you guys to know, sometimes it just helps for me to say your name to get into your vibration, because it's not like you guys are talking to me. I'm getting vibration through words. And I want you guys to know that you guys can do this too. It's like, it's as easy as just tapping in. It's like an energy, an energy cord that you need to tap into. So I think that might be part of your message. So it's time for you guys to start tapping into each other energetically, not just physically. Like we feel like we have to be together, because I feel like telepathic is going to start working something wonderful for you. So I feel like that's going to help communication. They're saying communication. This is going to help communication. So I feel like there's going to be some telepathic, and you see they keep hitting it. So I feel like I'm knocking, so there's this telepathic stuff that's going to start taking place for you. And they're changing up the energy. I have to talk about this for a minute too. So you guys are not just, and whoever I was just giving, I forget the name of who was I just giving that? Karen, I think it was, sorry, I forgot whoever's name you were. But anyways, when I start to have to burp, this is changing up that energy. Okay. And I don't mean to do it on purpose. It happens every time I come on this show, because there's somebody that's listening that kind of changes the energy, right? Or we're shifting it by something that I'm saying. So I want you guys to recognize the things that are happening inside your body as well. And this goes for my message as well. So just tap into that. Just know that these energies are there for you. And so many things are changing and shifting for us quickly. I mean, these timelines are moving fast, super duper fast, if we so desire it. Sorry, it was Sandy. Sorry, I got your name wrong completely. But Sandy, that was for you. You're ready to open. You're ready to talk telepathically to people, because I feel like we're already connecting telepathically. That's why we're having this conversation. So thank you. Woo! I love that. And you guys gave me goosebumps. So you guys are doing some magic out there today. And Rosemary said, okay. Hi, Melissa. Do you have any messages for me from my alive cat, Isabella? All right, sir. Let me tap into your little kitty cat. Is it little? Is it a little cat? Because I feel like it feels like it's a little cat. I feel like it's doing just fine. I feel like it likes to sleep a lot. It reminds me of my old cat. Is it black and white? Because I feel like it's kind of black and white cat. Sometimes I get colors wrong. I'm not always perfect. But it's like sometimes I feel like it's all curled up and just being cuddly and cozy. But its message for you is also to be more independent. To stand up in your space, kind of like a cat would. Like, a cat will stand up to a dog and go, or whatever. And it wants you to stand up for yourself. So whatever your cat is telling you right now, it's definitely wanting you to stand up for yourself. No cats involved though. All right. Awesome. Yay. Okay. Awesome. I'm glad. I hope that was helpful for you. Dr. Rosemary says the magic is in our imagination, and it is. So when I talk about when we're creating out of that bubble and stuff, right? We are creating that from our imagination, right? And we can't make a lot of this stuff up because our minds already know it. So it's like we are just getting back into what we know, right? So if you get into your soul self and you really tap into that soul self and you feel it, and that's how I want you to go forward from today, every day. If you can feel it here, and that goes for everything that you're looking at on the outside, okay? This goes if you see a news article or you hear somebody talking or, some information flows in front of you, in front of the internet. Go inside. What does it truly resonate as for you? Does it resonate as love? Does it resonate as truth? Because this is very important right now. It's very important that I am here as a truth seeker. Okay, that's one of the best ways for me to do this. I've been doing this all my life now. Well, at least since I've been 13. I've probably been doing it before that too. But it's time for us to make those decisions about the magic we want to have in our lives, the magic we're taking back, right? Because if you see yourself as your soul self, you see yourself being able to instantly manifest something on the other side. And that becomes almost obsolete here on earth, right? We are struggling to make things manifest for ourselves. Some are getting it and we're able to manifest like this now. Well, now when we step in that power, that better timeline that I talked about earlier, we are going to start to manifest quick, quick, quick. Okay. And things are going to happen quick, quick, quick. You know why? Because we as the consciousness, we as the mass consciousness are raising that because our vibration is raising that, because we want to be in that better vibration. We want to be in that higher vibration. It's time for us to go in that higher vibration and get out of these lower vibrations. It's way time. So I hope you guys are finding this show very exciting, because I'm finding the answer this very exciting and the energy to be awesome. And thank you. Okay, Champagne says you're accurate. Thank you very much, because I never know. I get the information and it just flows out of me. But you know, my human self is like, you know, whatever. I can't let the human part get in the way anymore, right? We can't let that get in the way. So you guys are all welcome so much for all your amazing things. All right, you can put Sarah's up there. Sarah has a dream thing. I had a dream today of my granny that passed. She gave me the biggest hug ever, and I cried while hugging me. Oh, I love that. She didn't want to let go of me. What is the significance that she didn't want to let go of me? Well, all right. I can tap into that for you, Sarah. Okay, so the reason is because you almost need it right now. Okay? She knows that you need this hug, she keeps calling it a hug. You need this embrace right now. But this embracement is not also about letting go. It's about the connection that you two have. Okay? It's about the connection that you two have. So that connection is what she's not letting go of. See, I have goosebumps as I say that. And she's not letting go of it, and neither are you, because I feel like this is going to help you guys and you connect more. Like, I have goosebumps on top of goosebumps. Can you guys see this? So now it's time for you to connect in more with your grandmother, Sarah. So I'm glad you had that wonderful dream, though. It's beautiful. I love that. Woohoo! Very exciting. Love your energy. Thanks, Ruth. I love yours too. I love all your energies. I love each and every one of you. I'm so happy you guys could join me here today. And don't forget to come back and join me next Wednesday. I'm here every Wednesday at 1 o'clock. And I love talking to you guys, and especially now that we're going through everything that we're going through now. Our whole world is going through an adjustment. It's not just the United States, it's the whole world. It's every human being is being affected by this change right now. Do you understand the significance of how magnificent that really is? Because we're all changing that vibration for us. We're all starting to vibrate at a different vibration, getting out of that lower vibration, that control vibration that we were in for so many thousands of years. We can go lifetimes. All right, Kristen has a message. All right, would love to know if there are any messages from Spirit for me today. Thank you very much. Okay, just hold on a second. Let me tap in for you, Kristen. Kristen. Woo. All right, Kristen, I think you're getting blown back by the energy lately, because as soon as I tapped into your energy, they kind of like pushed me back a little bit. So just know that you don't have to fight against it. Just kind of go with the flow, because I felt like it pushed you back, like you're trying to rush it or something. Just kind of like they're showing me you getting in the lazy river. I use this analogy a lot, but they show me you just getting into the little river, get in your little float, your little cocktail if you want one, whatever's going to make you happy. And they just want you to go floating down this stream, because in the flow is going to take you exactly where you want to go. When we fight the flow, we set up roadblocks for ourselves. So they don't want you to set up any roadblocks for yourselves. They just want you to go with the flow. So that's my message for you, to go with the flow today, Kristen, because I feel like that's very important. They also show me, all right, Kristen, you got a little bit more. They're showing me like all these little flashes. So I feel like you're getting small blippets of images or pictures. that are going to help connect the dots for you, because I feel like this is actually part of a life review. It kind of goes backwards. And then it kind of like brings everything forward for you and kind of sums up everything in a little summary. I feel like you're going through that right now, and if not, you will. So awesomeness. All right, so I hope that was helpful. Aw, sending love to you too, Sherry. Thank you, honey. Sarah said, thank you so much. Happy tears. That's beautiful. I really appreciate it. You're a blessing. No, you're a blessing. We're all blessings. Each one of us are a miracle and a blessing to be here right now. Sometimes it doesn't always feel it because we're still human. But when we stand in our spiritual self and bring balance, right, in our human self, everything kind of falls into place. Once we get rid of fear, God's got our back, right? Everything's being taken care of. And it's funny because I have a few of my, I know there's a few people over here that can handle this conversation. So when I had my class on Monday night, I had everyone go into a meditation, right? And I had them go into whatever meditation that they needed to at that time. And boop, they zooped right up and they all went up into ships. Okay, both of them. I only had 2 people in my class that night. But they all both went up to ships, right? And one of them was like, I've never seen so many ships out there in all my life. And she was like, they're everywhere and they're all here to help us. They're all here protecting us. They're all here. So I want you to know the magnitude of all the changes that are taking place on this earth and all the help that we're having from all these galaxies. This is a major change that we're going through here, people, and you guys are a part of it. We all signed up for it. We all said, let's go to Earth. Let's do it. We've done this before. Let's do it. We're going to win this time. And we are winning this time. Sometimes it doesn't always feel like it, but these changes and everything that we're going through right now are making the changes that we need to have a happier, healthier Earth, okay? And have happier, healthier people on Earth, right? Because that's what it's about, right? Happy, healthier people. This is what we're after. So, yay! You guys are so much fun today. I love you guys. You guys are bringing so much fantastic energy in with you. Spread that around. Share that with your neighbors. Share that with people you walk past in the store. Some of you might be wearing masks in the store and they won't know you're smiling, but still smile. And if you're not wearing a mask, please still smile. Whatever you decide is your right choice out there. No one can tell you what to do but yourself. You know what you need to do for you. Your heart center will tell you exactly what you need to know for you. All right. Anthony has a message. Woohoo! Welcome, Anthony. Anthony says, I was wondering if my dad had a message for me. Let me tap into your dad. Can I have your dad's first name, Anthony? All right, Rosemary. That's awesome. We'll get back into the ships in a minute. All right, Anthony, you don't have to give me his name. I'll just tap in anyways. Anthony's a dad. All right, Anthony. So what I'm getting for your dad or from your dad for you is he's already coming to you in your dreams, I feel like, or what he's telling me or showing me that he's been in your dreams. And in that time, he's also telling you that it's time for you to advance. He's showing me there's this step up. There's this step that you need to take. It's time for you to step up. It's funny because that's so funny that his name is Vinny. I love that. It kind of matches his personality that I'm talking to. I'll just wait for the trash truck to go by. But your father is telling you it's time for you to make that step up. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you. He keeps showing me step up, step up, step up. And there's something that, there's also something that you need to look into. I'm not sure what this is about, but okay, this is going to sound a little weird, but wherever you live, if you go in the back left corner of your house, all the way in the back left corner, in the corner, there's something there that has a message for you. I'm not sure what that is, but they keep bringing me to the back left corner of whatever room that is in your house, and there is a message there sitting there for you. I almost feel like it's biblical in some way, but I'm not sure what that is. So just check that back room and let us know what you find back there, because I'll be interested to know why he keeps sending me back in that left room. Sometimes they send me down these things and I don't understand. It's not up for me to understand, but Anthony probably gets it. So I hope that was helpful, Anthony. Oh, Barbara. Thank you. Barbara from California. She usually catches my show late and catches the reruns or the archives. So thank you. Of course, I have messages for you. Do you know what a power of light you are? Do you know what a difference you're making? No, you don't, because you're not paying attention. No, you are paying attention. I just kid with her right now. I can do that because I know her personally. But Barbara, right now for you, there's this huge expansion going on. You are connecting in more with your they show me your angels and guides, and with that happening, you're getting more messages. You're trusting yourself more. I feel like you're also getting repeats on your cards that you're throwing for yourself. So pay attention to which ones those are, because that's like your message and highlights. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's a lot of that going on. And also, I am still connected to you, Barbara, out there. And see, they're having me change up the energy because the energy is shifting for you in California right now as you're trying to hold space, right? Because it's not always easy where you're at. So I feel like you're really holding space. They show me you as this very tight, feeling, very stable pillar of light right there. So keep rocking that, Barbara. Woo! Let's chat soon. I love you. Hey, Tony. How are you? My buddy Tony is on here too. And Barbara said miracles. Awesome. And you're welcome, Anthony. Let's see. Hey, Tony, what's happening? Do you want a message too? Just raise your hand if you do. I'll just give you one anyways. It's funny because I thought of you today. I'd be in the 22nd, so I'll just give you your message anyways. This is for Tony. All he has to do is say, hey, Melissa, and I'll pick up on it. Lots of things are starting to shift and change for you. There's going to be this new momentum that's starting to happen for you. 22, again, is your magic number, so here you go. I feel like you're in a little race car. I feel like I'm shifting gears now, and I feel like, we're ready to take off. It may not feel like you're completely taking off yet. Just know that when it does take off, it's like shooting out of that little cannon there, and that's going to be a lot of fun for you. So I hope that was helpful, Tony. They just want you to know that was, and it's funny because I thought of you this morning. And it's funny because I want you guys to know, telepathically, we connect on so many different levels, right? So many different levels. And that telepathically, just like with Barbara being out in California, telepathically, I can connect in with her, have a conversation with her higher self. Maybe her human self doesn't always remember, but her higher self does. And then we make this connection, right? Just like, it's crazy, but it's cool at the same time. Just know it's going to be crazy cool as we move forward and all our abilities come online and we get to use them freely. Because we are going to be free, people. We are going to be free. It makes me excited. I hope it makes you excited too. Tony says, awesome. Woo, Barbara, love you too. Maureen, thank you. Tiffany and Melissa for a great show. You're so welcome. You guys, I couldn't have this show without you. And again, like when I first started the show just over a year ago, I had been getting the message for almost 3 years to get on a show and start doing this. My human self kept stopping me from doing it, right? Because what am I going to look like on TV? I never had high self-esteem, right? I just never liked myself. There was a lot of stuff I didn't like about myself, so there was a lot of things that held me back. So now it's like, I'm doing it. I finally listened. I got out of fear mode. I allowed myself to open to it. And now here I am. And thank you guys for showing up, because I'm supposed to help in some way, whether it's energetically, give you just a message, give you that vibration you need to move forward, bring balance. I haven't figured it all out yet, but I know I'm going to have fun while I find it out. And where you guys are going to have fun as you find out how to use your abilities, right? The more we connect in with our higher selves, the more we trust, the more we have faith, the more that we know that we're creating something different, and we are here doing God's work, right? And like last week I said, put on the armor of God. That's like putting on that bubble, right? And they want me to say that again because it's very important, because it's good versus evil down here, right? It's out there like that out there. there too. But it's like now it's like we are good against evil and we want all the good to rise, right? And we want all the dirt to settle to the bottom so we can like vacuum it all up. Just like we would in our rugs, and all everything that floats and flies away is free to go. So I feel like we have a lot of this change going on. So so get out of whatever fear you might have about, changing your future, and allow yourself to go into your highest and best self, and know that every decision you're making from your soul self is for your highest and best self, and for the highest and best self of the earth, and for humanity that's here. Because as we raise that vibration, right? I keep talking about this vibration. We keep raising that vibration. We go, woof, woof. And so I saw that Rosemary mentioned Seraphim earlier, and it's funny because I work with a lot of them too, and so do a lot of you. So there's a lot of that going on. I want you guys to connect in with all the loving beings working in the light. We want to block out anything that's not working in the light, right? Getting in our little translucent Glinda the Witch bubble and floating around. And I want you guys to use this bubble even in traffic. This is when you guys can see that this bubble works the best or the most, because then you're seeing that the energy is giving you space between those cars compared to what you may normally have, if that makes sense. So you guys have made this an exciting show today. So you guys are awesome. There is a step ladder in the back left corner of the house. So I guess that means about stepping up, whatever that means. He wants you to step up, and he wanted to validate it with a step ladder. You can't get better than that. I mean, we can't make this stuff up. That is awesome. That is awesome. So you're ready to go, Anthony. Next step is yours. Woo! Brittany says, I get that. It's hard to be seen. Thanks for showing up. Hey, no problem. Thank you guys for showing up, because I wouldn't have a show if you guys didn't show up. You know what I mean? I could only do this so long if no one showed up. I'd be like, yeah, just keep talking to myself. They don't mind. They don't mind talking to myself, because I do it all day long. Sometimes I have all these conversations going on in my head, and it helps me figure things out, right? Because that voice inside our head, that soul self, is actually helping you put the dots together of what's going on the outside, right? What's going on out here, let's call it the real world, right? And this will be our world, right? We'll call that the real world, or this is the real world, and that's, I don't know. We'll call that the Matrix still, okay? We'll call that out there the Matrix, because that still needs to fall apart before it's our world, okay? We're making this our world. We're taking our power back. We are taking our sovereignty back. We are taking back so much. We are taking back joy. We are taking back happiness. We are taking back everything that they took away from us. And you guys know what I'm talking about with me having to say anything, because I have goosebumps. And if I didn't have goosebumps, I would know you guys wouldn't understand. But we are taking our power back. So I want you guys in the next week to be taking your power back, stand in your power. And if you still have those like little arms going out, giving your energy out somewhere, chop those little cords off and don't allow it anymore, because this is not how it's going to move forward. We're picking the good timeline. We're picking the best timeline. We are going on the best timeline for all of Earth and all of humanity to move into love, okay? Because it's all about love. I know I say that a lot, right? Right? I say that about love. Love. See, I got it everywhere. Love. So I hope you guys are feeling that. Yeah, and don't be afraid to check out my website if you guys ever want to tap in for a reading. I'm now doing video readings through Zoom, which is kind of fun. I did one of those with my client this morning. We all have to get into the technology age, And so you guys, if you feel like it, tap in there. If not, make sure you join me back here next Wednesday at 1:00, because I'm here like clockwork. I'm here to help you get through over the hump day and through the rest of your week, so that, whatever's going on, we can take care of, or answer questions to help you move forward, and also tapping into your abilities. So I want you guys to really own some of your abilities this week, really start tapping into what you're doing and what you're creating for yourself, okay? Because everything that you're creating for yourself, you're bringing into manifestation, whether you're building it out of fear or you're building it out of love. So I choose to build out of love, and you guys, I hope, are choosing that too, so we can all rise together. I feel like we're taking off, and have fun. Have fun, okay? It's about having fun. Woo-hoo. All right, we're about wrapped up. I think I have 2 minutes left. I feel like they want me to stay for the whole hour. They want you guys to feel this energy, so they'll have me talk for another minute. But yes, I want to again thank each and every one of you for being here today. I want to thank you guys that even tap in later when you watch this when it's archived. I want to thank you for being here on Earth today and in the future, and for being here for everything that we've gone through and what we're going through and the changes that you're creating and the power that you're bringing forward. So again, I appreciate each and every one of you, and you guys are doing an amazing job. You have no idea how well you're actually doing, how good of a job you're actually doing, how far you're actually moving forward. There's all this praise going on the other side. They're like, woo! And I guess that's what all the streamers were too. So I want you guys to enjoy the rest of this week and enjoy Earth Day. Today is also the new moon, so put out your intentions about what it is you desire in the next 2 weeks and keep your unwavering faith attached to those desires and see what kind of magic you can make happen, because now it's time for you to make the magic. No one can make the magic for you. You make your own magic. So you guys have a fabulous week, and I'll see you next week. Love you.